What's going on, you guys? Like, what you guys to the channel? It's your boy Big Dog back with another One Take review. And today I got one for the final episode of My Hero Academia. Now, there is an OVA set to come out next week, but this was the final episode within the series of My Hero Academia. And my God, what episode it was. Listen, I'm going to let y'all know it was so hard for me to make it through this episode. This is a 20-minute episode that took me 55 minutes to watch, because I kept pausing. I'm not gonna lie to you, the tears were flowing. Your boy just, there was so much stuff, you know what I'm saying? From seeing Deku graduate, to seeing his hero work, to seeing his influence on just people in general, or within the world, not just hero society, just people, to that ending. You know what I'm saying? Well, episode starts off, we see a kid. The kid that we've been seeing, I've been wondering, okay, this is probably going to be the next big villain within the series. This kid who got got locked up in a basement, abandoned, and had his mouth sewn shut so no one would hear him. Gets out and just walking around, he sees all these people so happy, smiling, because he's just like, why are they able to do that? Why couldn't I do that? You know what I'm saying? And you just see that the essence of whatever his quirk is starts to take form, and you know something's bad about to happen, until this old lady reaches out and grabs him by the hand. And it's so crazy, because this is the same old lady who saw Shigaraki when he was younger and told him a hero would be by. But it's also the same old lady who watched Deku fight Shigaraki. She didn't know it was Shigaraki at the time. But she always regretted that moment, wondering if a hero ever came. He did come just years later to save that little boy. You know what I'm saying? But we saw her next to the guy who gave Deku the shirt during the war. You know what I'm saying? And then she made it her mission to like help that kid. And that's the influence that Deku has had over the world in general. That not all heroes have to be a hero. You know what I'm saying? Regular civilians, teachers, people who work at the market, whatever, just reach out and help somebody. And that's what happened. And that changed that whole kid's life, because that kid ended up becoming a student at UA. We saw him right there behind Koda, who seeing Koda, Eri, them two grow up, the kids who Deku, I feel like, had the most influence on. It's just a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing. Seeing the students, former students of the class 1A, well now 2A, obviously now, the graduates, seeing that moment with them, and Deku talking about the embers leaving, that right there, I had to stop watching for a second, because I know, like, he was able to graduate, but like the embers are gone, and we know he wasn't able to continue with hero work. He did graduate from the top hero school in the world, but he wasn't able to continue with hero work. He became a teacher, which he looked like he had a phenomenal time doing. But he was also seeing all his friends and what they've become in their lives. And when Aizawa asked, in another moment, I just had to stop. When Aizawa asked him, do you miss it? Boy, I went no more good. Because Deku looked, and you saw that look of kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then he started thinking about his students, and it's just like, and we know, the thing about Deku, you just know, like, hey, if he had to do it 100 more times, he'll make the exact same decision that he did. You feel me? Like, and that's what I love about the character. That's what just made the character so great and so just perfect to me. You know what I'm saying? And then everything just continuing. He's just talking about the world and his friends, and just going just around, seeing the statues and monuments to all these different people. We meet a kid named Dai who wants to be a hero. And he goes to this All Might statue all the time. And he tells Deku, like, I always go and I ask All Might, with the statue, can I be a hero? And I knew, I said, Deku's gonna tell him what he needs to hear. What he always wanted to hear. But then Deku goes into like the whole muttering thing that Deku always start doing. He start breaking down the kids' quirk and what do you be able to do. Love that. I missed that part of my boy. You know what I'm saying? Because he, for the past, 2-3 seasons, he been serious. He been just, so much stuff has been going on. But then he finally tells the kid what he needs to hear. I'm just like, damn, bro. This dude is really the best. Like, he's really the best. And then we see the end. That's what we think. All Might crushes that and said, shows up with the suit that was paid for by all of Izuku's friends, especially Bakugo, that would allow him to be a hero once again. And that right there, I was done after that. I was done multiple times before, but that right there, yeah, I was a big baby then. I was a big baby. We see him and the rest of his former classmates, now heroes, flying through the sky on the way to beat the hell out of some villain who literally stands no chance in hell. Oh yeah, he literally stands no chance in hell. But we see them flying through the sky, and you see Deku look down at what looks like the same building that Deku had that talk with Shigaraki on. I know it's probably not, but it looks like the same building. And he sees, he had to talk with, the Deku had to talk with All Might on, and he sees Shigaraki. Through this episode, you see the League of the Spinner book got made. You see Mr. Compress reading it. It's just talking about storybook endings. Fuck, man, this was great. This was great. I'm probably gonna do a couple other videos on this. I'm late for work, but I had to at least record this video and just, upload it before I left. But this, My Hero Academia, is one of my favorite anime of all time. To be specific, it's my second favorite anime of all time. There's no character that has influenced me, no character created past 2000 that has influenced me as much as Izuku Midoriya. Vegeta's my favorite character because of the resolve and resilience he has, the constant fight, and the whole, how he started and what he's becoming. But like, from the moment we introduced to Izuku, standing up for that kid against Bakugo and those other two quirk kids, he's always like been somebody. It's hard to say you want to thrive to be like somebody younger than you, but when that person shows you how to be as a human being, just to be a better person, anybody who influences you to be a better person, whether they're young or old, it does not matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, every time I think about Deku, other than like the hero stuff, and he's always been a great person, regardless of situation. And like, he's never been a person to pass judgment on others. He's always tried to understand people. He's never been the type to just immediately write someone off. That's not who he's been. That's something I've always wanted to be, and I strive to do. It's hard. So I'm not an anime character. You know what I'm saying? I can't be written like that. I have to go through life. But that's what he's always done. And that's something I aspire to do. I have my flaws. A bunch of them. But every time I watch My Hero Academia or I see Deku do something, I think to myself, like, big dog, you can be better. You know what I'm saying? You can be a better person. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of an influence my Hero Academia had on me in general, and just like, I don't know, just the constant stuff that all these characters go through. And man, I'm gonna miss this shit. I'm going to miss talking about this shit. Like I said, we have an OVA next week, and there's an announcement next week. There's a lot of speculation as to what that announcement is going to be. A lot of people are hoping for a movie of them working as adults. I think that would be phenomenal. But man, whatever we get, I'll be happy with it. I'm happy that I got to experience My Hero Academia.